Hello, welcome to UToledo Mindful Monday. I'm Professor Jay, and I shall be your host, and summer is upon us at last. Nice. One of the things to chat about now that the students are doing what they're doing, and it's different for us here on campus now, is that there's a particular stressor that can happen, and that's when you're in a certain phase of life, okay, and you've got, let's say, kids. You got kids, and the kids are demanding. Maybe if you have them, you know what I'm talking about. But then your parents are there too. Let's say if you're lucky enough to have that be the case. And then they start needing care. So there's this kind of moment in life that can happen. It doesn't always happen, but it can happen where you're kind of in this space where you need to actually take care of your kids, but you're also starting to need to take care of your parents. Okay, and so demographically, this is called the sandwich. We kind of get crushed from both sides. And after reviewing our employee demographics and stuff, it seems like this might be a useful thing to chat about for a minute, because it is a very stressful time in life, and it kind of creeps up on us, and suddenly it can be very overwhelming. So it's important to really pay attention to those forces and do as much as we can to get allies and friends and resources to bring to bear to help us manage these things. And sometimes they're not enough. There's no amount of resources and friends and things that are actually going to cool all this out, let's say. So when that's the situation, and it can well be the case, it's important to really just honor the fact that we're in a really challenging situation. Now, there's lots of other really challenging situations in life. A diagnosis can come down, a loved one can pass away, a career can implode with no warning, all kinds of stuff can come down. And a lot of times, there's just nothing that we can actually directly do about it other than our best. And it's important in those times to really just honor the reality of the situation and to really trust it. Look, this is a really stressful situation that I'm in. Trying to pretend that it's not, trying to just make it all work out the way I want it to work out, it actually adds more stress to the system. First thing is to realize, yeah, this is a stressful situation. This is very, very challenging to deal with. And then to just be present to the moment. I don't know if you remember, but back when February was hitting and it was all gray skies and cold, the advice was to pay attention to the weather as it actually is, not just wish it was some other way. And then this sandwich we're talking about today is like another kind of a life weather pattern. It's a season. There are other seasons that cause trouble, stress, but the answer has in some way to do with knowing how to just be in the moment that you're in, honor what is actually so, know what the most important steps are to take, and also to just be vulnerable to the situation to not know. You can't have it all figured out, and enjoy the whole process. Believe it or not, for me, the simple act of meditating daily and paying attention to my breath has given me the capacity, I think, to be able to actually respond in these ways to these kinds of stressors. And I hope it does the same for you. Be well, and we'll see you next month.